you see it? Right there. Welcome to Alaska, it says. So with that, I am now back on American soil. It feels good to be back. No more kilometers per hour. We're back to miles per hour. No more height in meters. We're now back to feet and inches. And American hours of service on the clock. Okay, I'm arriving at the border in Alaska. Commercial trucks and buses, right lane only. So I'm just gonna bring my paperwork in. Truck, stop here, enter office with paperwork. Okay. So that's what we'll do, enter office with paperwork and figure it out from there. Okay, obviously I'm entering into Alaska. I am on American soil and it feels good. Wide open road ahead. It's time to open it up. Make this little pack car MX-15 or MX-13 engine. I don't know, whatever it's called. We're gonna make a purr, baby. We gotta make up some time. And what does it look like when you enter Alaska from Canada? Well, it looks like this. A deserted, lonely highway, just like the one I'd been on for the last 2 days in Canada. And it's just a windy mountain, I wouldn't call it a mountain pass, but mountain driving. But it's quite scenic, as you would expect Alaska to be, right? My dad told me it's Alaska, so they should have some great crab and fish. I was like, you're right. So I'm gonna be looking for seafood if the opportunity presents itself. Although I did a little bit of like exploring, looking on Google Maps in Anchorage, and it was just like everywhere else in America, a bunch of Mexican restaurants. So, taqueria this, taqueria that. I thought, ain't no way I'm coming all the way up to Alaska to eat Mexican food. You want to talk about an exercise in patience? I got this oversized load in front of me, as you can see. Well, we're doing 30 miles an hour right now, but that's fast for him. His normal speed is 20 to 25 because it's over width and it kind of rocks like this. So he's got to go real slow around curves, like we're slowing down now. Oh, look, he's letting me get around him. Man, what a nice guy. What a nice guy. Thank you. RV guys of the world, take note. That's how professionals do it. That's how courteous drivers do it. That's how polite drivers do it. That's how considerate drivers do it. Man, that was cool of him. There's a lot of truck drivers that wouldn't do that. Those ornery truck drivers that think that helping out other truck drivers makes them look weak. Unfortunately, that exists out there, but then you have professionals like him. Remember the video I talked about steering wheel holders? A steering wheel holder would never do what he just did. He's like, oh well, man, that's what they do. They just, oh well, you stuck behind me, you stuck behind me. But that's a professional right there. So anybody coming up here, one thing you got to remember is they don't sell DEF, diesel exhaust fluid, at the pump. You got to buy boxes of it, and you got to buy extra boxes to put on your catwalk and ratchet strap them down, because you don't know if the next little place is going to have it or if your car's going to work or whatever. It's not cool, man. We get spoiled everywhere in the lower 48. But in Canada, once you get like a certain way out in British Columbia, then that's it. There's no more DEF at the pump. Let me take my sunshades off because number one, it's not bright, and number two, y'all want to look into my big brown eyes. This doesn't feel like an 8% grade, but it's definitely steep. So I'm applying some pretty firm pressure to get my speed down. Oh look, we're getting ready to cross this bridge. over this ravine. Oh, wow, look at that. Can y'all see? Look. Oh, this is something else, man. Look, this is where we just came from. Back over there. All right, I'm in 8th gear. It's gonna be not too pleasant getting up this hill. 29 miles an hour. I got a guy behind me. He's probably so angry that he's stuck behind me going 30 miles an hour. But here's a passing lane so you can get around me, sir. Come on around. All right, this is the Alaska that you expect to see. Mountains, cloud-covered mountains, I guess. Y'all remember Bob Ross, the painter, with the happy little tree, happy little forest? Bob Ross would paint something like this. My boy had the palette with those colors. Oh, we're gonna put a little touch of alizarin crimson, cobalt blue, Van Dyke blue, Van Dyke brown, I think it was. At the end of every one, he goes, I think we're gonna call this one just about done. We'll go ahead and sign it, Ross. And we hope to see you on the next one. Bye-bye. He'd always do this. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. You can't ask for a much better place to spend the night. Look at the background. I'm on this river. I don't know, some little small town on the Kenai Peninsula in Alaska, obviously. And I've got this emerald green river flowing behind me. I don't know how much of that y'all can see, but it's so nice. And my truck is back there. You can see it in the background. Normally, y'all know I have to walk through a truck stop parking lot and into a truck stop bathroom to get ready in the morning, but not today. Today, I get to get ready out here. I can't believe it. This is gorgeous, and it beats the bathroom at a TA, a Petro, a Pilot, a Flying J, or a Love's any day of the week. Yeah. Well, we are a half a mile away from our delivery. I'm 2 days early, and a lot of times these tanks, excuse me, aren't that big. So you show up early, they might not be able to fit the product in there. So, and especially 2 days early, oh man, I don't know what's gonna happen. Hopefully they can take me, hopefully they're waiting on it, but you just never know. But we're gonna find out right now. Hi, good morning, Jen. My name is Jason with Custom Commodities, and I have a Nalco delivery to the Tesoro. I'm 2 days early, so I didn't know if y'all were able to fit the product, which is called Resolve. I just pulled up to the gate. I should have called sooner, but this is my first time in Alaska, so I've been on the lookout for moose and stuff like that. So anyway, but yeah, if somebody needs to escort me, I'll wait. I'm 2 days early, so I can't complain, you know. Okay, yeah, I noticed there was a little convenience store about a mile up the road with truck parking, so I can go there and stuff like that. All right, great. I'll look forward to your call then. Thank you. Bye. Good news. She said they can take the product, but because I should have called. You always call ahead of time, but because of all the excitement, I didn't think about it. She said it'll be a couple of hours. She said, let's shoot for 10 or 10:30. It's 7:45 right now, so let's just say 3 hours, because she's got to get call in for permits for me to enter and get an escort. But that's fine. I'll wait here for 8 hours. It's better than 2 days at that truck stop. You know what I'm saying? I'll wait all day. I don't need anything from the convenience store. Other than I really need to shave. here's the deal. Coming up to Canada, once you get out of the major cities, there's no truck stops, or very few, that have nice bathrooms with showers. I haven't been able to shave all week. So this is a week worth of growth right here. I just haven't had the opportunity. Then you say, well, how did you take a bath? I'll tell you. I have a bowl. I keep it in this so that it doesn't break or bang against anything. So I put some water in the bowl, and then I get some body wash. I use this stuff. It's called Cremo body wash. Palo Santo is the scent. Oh, and it smells like the great outdoors. Some people hate it. I love this. But I don't put a lot in there. I just do like a little half a squirt to where the water is soapy, but not, there's no lather, or it's not sudsy, as we would say. And I microwave it for 50 seconds, 50. And then I have a washcloth, a face cloth. I just dip it in there and wring it out in there, and it creates just the right, because remember, I can't rinse off, so I can't have heavy soap. And that's how I take a bath. So I got there at 7:45. They took me at 11:30, and I was grateful for that. So here's my setup. I dropped my trailer and parked the truck as close as I could to the back of the trailer, so I only had to run one hose from the back of the trailer to my pump. You see it going in the top. The product comes out of the bottom of the pump, and I needed 2 hoses, because look, I only needed another 5 feet of hose right there. That's the product coming out, and this green hose was the one hooked to their line. It doesn't look like 5 feet because of the camera angle, but it's really only 5 feet. But I had to run a whole 20-foot hose, so I need a 10-foot hose on my truck to avoid that in the future. All right, that ends this part of the video. Y'all know we got story time coming up next, and I think this one will be a doozy. For those of y'all leaving me, I want to thank y'all for sticking around this long, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For those of y'all sticking around for story time, let's do story time. When I was driving a vacuum truck, I was doing plumbing work on the side. All right, the story's kind of long, so I'll skip ahead. I showed up in Baton Rouge after work one day, and this lady got the new cabinet. She needed a new faucet and garbage disposal. She had all of that stuff. She needed me to hook it up, but I needed to get some parts. So I said, okay, got my parts list. I said, where's the nearest Home Depot? She gave me directions. I said, all right, I should be able to find it. She goes, I'll ride with you. This lady was about, I don't know, mid-60s. And she had this big old house with a big property with horses on it. She owned the property in the house next door. She owned the property across the street in the house. So she was doing all right financially. Like I said, mid-60s, I guess. She said, I'll go with you. Now, when you're a tradesman like I was doing plumbing, nobody gets in your truck or your van. The customer, I never had a customer get it. It never came up. It just, I was like, nah, that's all right. I can find it. She goes, no, I'll go with you. I said, I think I can find it. She said, well, I need to pick up some stuff from Home Depot anyway. Well, now I can't say no. All right, get in my truck. We start driving. About 5 minutes, 10 minutes down, she starts saying, well, the reason what I need from Home Depot is I need to buy some lime. I said, lime? What you need lime for? She said, well, I have a horse and he's sick and we can't make him better. So tomorrow the vet's coming and he's going to put him to sleep. And she busts out crying. I mean, sobbing. Oh, my horse, my horse. He's such a good horse. And I mean, I felt so awkward and uncomfortable. And she's crying to me. I got a guy coming with a backhoe to dig a hole to put the horse in. And she's just sobbing, right? Just sobbing. And, but she wouldn't, I mean, she's just bawling her eyes out because she's got to put her horse. And I just met this lady 10 minutes ago. So I'm just standing, like, just driving, super uncomfortable and awkward, right? And this lasted for a good 5 minutes or more. Finally, she turned the waterworks off, blew her nose and everything. I mean, and she was bawling, crying. We get to Home Depot. She goes, I'm going to wait in the truck. Here's my credit card. Go get the plumbing parts and buy me some lime. How much lime you think we need? I mean, you dig a hole and you throw Seabiscuit in there and hope you got enough lime. I don't know. She said, well, buy all you can or whatever you think. All right. Then we're leaving. She goes, are you hungry? I said, no, ma'am. I ate on the way up because I had to drive up from New Orleans, like an hour and a half drive, and I gotten off of work. I said, I'm not hungry at all. Well, maybe we can stop and get something to eat. Maybe you can eat something. I said, honestly, I'm not even a little bit hungry. Well, I'm starving. Let's stop. I'm like, I got to get home. I got to work tomorrow. It's an hour and a half drive back. I'm hungry. Let's stop somewhere. Here, let's stop there. You ever been to the Chimes? Chimes is sort of a upscale, casual. I know that's an oxymoron. Upscale, casual, upscale place. It's casual that you can dress however you want, but the prices are upscale and the decor, they've got exposed wood, which automatically raises the prices. I'm like, oh man, she's starving. So how do I say no? She goes, well, just go in and get something real quick. We sat down, she orders wine. She goes, what kind of wine? I said, wine? I'm just trying to put in this faucet and everything. Oh, he'll have, what kind of red wine? You got to have at least one glass. I said, all right, just whatever you ordered. She got me wine. We're looking at the menu. She goes, what do you want? I said, I'm not hungry at all. I said, maybe I can eat an appetizer. And I was just going, this looks good, that looks good. I named about 4 or 5 things that look good. I said, but I'm not hungry. Maybe I'll get an appetizer. The waiter comes, can I take your order? She gets a steak, medium rare, with a potato. And she goes, he'll have, and she named all of the things that I said looked pretty good on the menu. He'll have all of them. I was like, I can't eat all of that. No. You bring some home. You'll bring some home for tomorrow. Here it comes. Crab claws sauteed in garlic butter with the dipping bread, deep fried boudin balls, alligator sausage. Alligator sausage. I can't even name it all. The whole table is full of food, and it took like 30 minutes for it to come, of course. We had boxes stacked up to go in like 3 bags full of stuff, right? Get back to her place. I put in the faucet and the basket strainer and the P-trap, hook up the garbage disposal, all that stuff. Job well done. I'm like, all right, I'm out of here. Here's my number in case anything leaks after I leave. You can call me. It's $150 was the price we agreed on before all of this. I probably would have charged them more had we not worked out the price ahead of time. This is going to be part 2 of the story because it gets worse. Better, worse, I don't know. You might say, what did y'all talk about at dinner? I was at that time, I was in my mid-30s. She's in her mid-60s. She mentioned, what do you do? I said, I play piano. I play for the Archdiocese of New Orleans. And I'm in a little band. She goes, oh, you play for the Archdiocese? I play piano too and organ in Baton Rouge, the Diocese of Baton Rouge. I said, really? What a coincidence. So we're talking about piano playing and singing, and I'm a cantor. I had to be a cantor for the Archdiocese of New Orleans. You gotta audition. You have to go sing. They play notes, and you have to sing the note back by ear and do a cappella stuff. I felt like I was auditioning for American Idol. Get back to the story. She's like, before you leave, you gotta play piano. Of course, she had a piano. I was like, all right, I'll play one little song or something like that. So I played some kind of church thing to show her that I wasn't lying. She goes, oh, yeah. Then she's like, well, play some, because I was in a band. Play some of that. I'm like, ah. She had me there for an hour. Now, one more song. I'm playing Billy Joel. I'm playing Journey, Faithfully. I'm playing Separate Ways. I'm playing Elton John. I'm playing all kinds of top 40 hits. One more song. I'm like, ma'am, I gotta go. One more song. She gets out the cell phone, got it right there in my face while I'm singing. Oh, this is great. This is great. Do another one. I'm gonna send this to my son. I was like, please don't send it to your son. Why would your son want to see that? Unless he's gay. I'm like, why would you send this to your son? No, this is great. Do another song. I was there for an hour, but like finally I had to put my foot down and say, I gotta go. Because I had dogs. I was like, ma'am, my dogs are in the house. I gotta go let them out. And I gotta pass this guy as soon as we get away from this curve. No. Stay a little bit longer. One more song. I can't play any more songs. I'm out of songs to play. She goes, all right, well, I know you're tired. I got a spare bedroom. Why don't you stay in the spare bedroom tonight? I said, stay in a spare bedroom? I said, I got to get home and get to work in New Orleans in the morning. I can't stay. Well, you can leave early. No. I'm going home. Well, you must be tired. I am a little tired, but I'm going home. No, well, you're going to fall asleep. I'm not going to fall asleep when I'm driving. Oh, but you drank wine. You shouldn't drink. She's saying everything to get me to spend the night there. I said, ma'am, I'm going home. I'm not drunk. I had 1 or 2 glasses of wine 2 hours ago, and I got to get home. I'm not that tired. So finally she relented and said, okay. So, yeah, I told my coworkers the next day at work, I was like, man, y'all are never going to believe what happened to me last night. And they're like, man, she wanted to be like your sugar mama or something. You can move into that. It was a really nice house with all this property. They're like, she'll be paying all your bills and everything. I said, I'm not doing that. What are you, crazy? They're like, she's so old. She wasn't even that old. She's so old, she'll probably be in bed by 7 o'clock, and you could just sneak out the house and go on dates with younger girls. I said, I'm not doing that. So anyway, that's my story. Maybe one of the craziest experiences I had doing a simple, 30-minute plumbing job. So I hope you enjoyed the story. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you watch the next one. And until the next one, this will be Jason signing out.